Ja. Dit is het moderne raadhuis. In Ruinen. Ruinen. Ja, stadhuis. Wel, raadhuis.
City Hall.
Aha. Ja, oké. Gemeentehuis. Ja, daar moet tussenin.
En het is een skier hier.
Ja. Zo, even zitten. Ja, even zitten een botten daar. Als de auto hier even zet, even kisten.
Zit er shit daar.
Juist.
Met die koekeldienst niet. Dus kinderlijke kinderen.
Aha. Ruintelijk, weet je.
En als je gewoon waarom naar het orenparkeerplak.
Oh, je zet hem hier de hel hier, er is hier niet wat verzaaid. Nee, stop hier. That's what it is, and that's it. Well, we are Canadian, we were here in 1945. Hey?
Yeah.
So this is a typical Drents village. The Brink. The town square, and which in the early days was a place for the sheep to feed overnight. Around it, and originally were the farms. Now, of course, they're all just houses and businesses and so on. And then here we've got a church from, according to the books there, from 1574, something like that. Again, of course, an immense high tower, brickwork. Hey? We should take that tower, of course, from a distance, but sorry to say that's almost impossible because of the buildings around it. But you can see on the brickwork that it's old. Naturally, it has been restored 3, 4, 5 times. But that's what it is. Now, in the literature of Drenthe, there was a little boy, Bartje, and this is his sister, Lambertje, of Lambertje, or Godverdikke, Lammergiet. That is the church in Ruinen, Drenthe. And I'm standing here on the Brink, the town square. Now it's a modern place. That's City Hall from this side. And the various businesses around it. The Brink is surrounded by trees in the center, and as I just said, originally this was the place then where at night the sheep would be gathered, and in the morning the herder would take them out into the header of Drenthe again.
In Bingelo heeft ik een heel schitterende Brink, hè?
Aha.
Dus dat is nog meer als things van nou, want Brammetje, ja, dit is dit.
Yeah. So Mom is putting a little bit of a decoration on the
Bram?
The ram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the name of the sheep.
Ja. Brammetje. Ja, de skin is er ook in, de zwerfkaaien.
Yeah. No, not yet, Rick, Agniet. That's good that you remind me. Now, this is the only place in Holland where once in a while you find a rock, and these rocks then are the leftovers of the Ice Age, we were told. Yeah. And those we'll come across the old gravestones as something like the Stonehenge in England.
Yeah.
Hey? So these are the only rocks that are really, how do they say it? They belong here with the landscape. We call them then the wandering rocks. So, first time that I see it. And the typical Drents farmhouse. So a typical road sign, where to go to, where it comes from, and here the ANWB, and that originally is the union of bicyclers. It makes it possible for everybody to find their place and know exactly how many kilometers they are from where. There's another one. Tells you where to go, that the way. The pump at the brink, again in front of the church, another view at the church. And of course the bicycles. Hey? Oh yeah, we will. And this is the office of the VVV, the bank for tourists. And there's a pancake farm. You can have a good feed there. Yeah. Tante Agniet is going to pick up another map so that we each have one. We can each see what goes on. Not yet. Not open yet. Yeah. Now these are... Yeah. Mm-hmm. These are what Tante Agniet calls the currant trees in bloom. Isn't that nice? And we've seen them quite a bit already. Doesn't that give you a beautiful view of Drenthe? Huh? And this then is the brink in Dwingelo.
Dat is juist de huifkarren heel.
Ja.
Was er ook een?
Ja.
Oh, ik kom. Ja. Ja, we kunnen ook aan de huifkarren toch maken.
Uh-huh.
Ik heb nog wel aangedacht hoor, maar ik denk, ja, dat vind ik wel.
Now, that is the old way of transporting people over the heide. This then is a large brink, a very, very large brink. But according to the size of the village, of course, there were more sheep herders, there were more sheep to be kept on the brink. Here the farm is still situated on the brink, and of course the reed roof. The church is hidden behind the trees. I'll have to look at that one from another angle, so I'll be back soon. That then is a different view of the church in Dwingelo on the brink. Hey? Hey, beautiful, yeah. Well, Gerben, here is then one of your exotic cars. It's a Citroën, hey, yeah? A Citroën. Yes, yes. Hey?
Die boerderij. Maar
Sure. That now is, Gerben, that is really your exotic car, isn't it? Huh? A nice Citroën. Daar kan ik de kader zo niet in krijgen, Nelly. Ja, ja. That's a beautiful view of a farm with the currant tree. And the next farm down the street.
maar als ik dit
This is
zie-
the way Mom wants to have our garden. So I've got my job cut out for me.
Yeah.
Paul, you will have to make a special print of this so that I can be reminded of this. Day after day after day. That's the radio telescope of the Dutch star watching. This the stargazing society or from the government or whatever it is. Radio telescope. Yeah. Well, there's another telescope,
Ja, dat is
but this is as far as I go, and there are a couple of them.
Ja.
There are a couple small ones also, all hidden in the bush, hidden in the woods.
Hier, en daar is dus die desert waar wij terugkomen.
Yes. Now, John and Gerben, here is that piece of desert that you went through with Tante Agniet on a bicycle. The Dwingeloze Heide. Can you still see it through the trees? It's not as nice and green and flowery and purple as it was when you went through it in the summer of 1980, but it'll come. We hope, we think, we wish.
Ja, dit is Hidde en Nelly aan het wandelen in de Dwingeloze bossen. Daar komen ze weer aan. Ja. En Hidde had nooit gedacht dat hij dit allemaal nog had kunnen doen.
Kom van de
Dus
schoen.
nee, wacht even. Oeh, dan moet ik even. Ja.
Welke kant uit?
Ja, here they are again. Here they are again, walking and walking from the radio telescope to the car again. Yeah? Here is a close-up from Hidde and a close-up from Nelly. And now I'm stuck.
There's a car coming in the back.
Zeg het nog een keer, Hidde?
And this is the road we're walking with the three of us. A car coming. There, Jan
Then-
Kreeft.
Het is wel even moeilijk om het
Dat-
goeie te krijgen.
Ja.
Zo. Nou, ja. Nou,
Ja.
zeg ik nou maar weer uit.
So, and that, what you see there is a hunebed. That is, according to the legend, one of the places where they buried the dead. Then they covered it over. The stones were left over here from the Ice Age. And this hill, which is quite a hill, according to the way the Holland has been situated, this is quite a hill. It was formed through that Ice Age. And on the opposite side of the highway, of what they built a highway, there's another one, which we're going to explore and have a look at. Then Mom has bought a couple of fish, and we're going to have a look and sit down there on the bench and eat our fish. Going to go to that monument and see if we can read what's going on there. I don't know whether you can read everything. I honestly don't know. But anyway, that has to do with the history and how they've tried to preserve the hunebedden. Compare them to the in England, come on now, how do they call them again? Well, whatever. And that's what it looks like from close by. Look at the enormous stones, one on top of the other, and inside the bodies are presumed to have been placed and buried, and then the whole of it was in all likelihood covered with small stones again, closed in, and then covered with a layer of earth, which then again through the ages the sand has been shifted, and the whole center of it, the whole main part of it became above ground. There's still other parts that are still buried in the sand, and they still belong to what must have been a religious meaning to it. The same thing with the pieces up front. One way or the other, it must have had something to do with their belief and their religion. The Hunnebedden in Drenthe. It's the first time I've ever seen them. Never been here before. It's beautiful. It's nice.
Wil je nog meer appel, Nelly? Nee? Dank je. Daar.
And there is Tante Agniet's car. A beautiful Volkswagen. And what did it make again, Volkswagen?
A Polo Oxford.
A Polo Oxford. An Oxford Polo. A Polo Oxford. The type that we haven't got a clue about. And look at how they're ruining the Hunnebedden. They're walking over them and playing on them. But that's what goes on in Drenthe. The Havelterberg. This is part of Holland that even during a flood would be above sea level. So here we are, I don't know exactly, but we're above sea level. And the Havelterberg, isn't that approximately how much above sea level? I read it someplace. I'd have to look that up. Have to look that up. If I'm not mistaken, then this is the highest part of Holland. This is the highest above sea level. No, not really.
No?
Not really, no. But somewhere I read something. I don't know exactly neither. So, and that then is the end of the trip that Tante Agniet took us on. It was supposed to be 110 kilometers. We made about 150 out of it. And now we're going to eat at the Chinese. We're going to have a good meal out of it. So goodbye and have fun.